What's up, Malphas? It's your boy, Laughers at me. Looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. And
Oh.
it's Monday, and I'm with the boy. It's Man Cave. Yo, listen. I ain't the only owner here today. We got the other owner here today. Kid, what's up?
What's that? What's that with it, man? It's your boy, kid, creative player, music artist, freaking athlete. You know what I'm saying? Fool, straight from the sip. I'm here with the dogs. It's man cave time. Let's get it.
Man cave time. Up top, you know him. Y'all love to argue with him. You love to love him. You love to hate him. It's Monray. How you doing today, Monray?
What's good? I'm in the presence of greatness. Naturally, Mr. Drop the Mic himself here is in the building. And, I'm just here to go ahead and spit a little bit about some encouragement, let you know what it's going to be, what it is. I'm just here to bask in some of this stuff, man. That's why I got the beach behind me, man. I'm chilling.
He chilling at the beach, baby.
I feel you. And the leader of the Black Pill Society. No, he's too confident for that. So, Red Pill Society. Tori has no problem talking. He's not sure what they call in the Black Pill Society, like 5 below or something weird thing. I've been studying that,
whatever.
I've been studying that weird crap, and I'm like, okay. They're like these people are like Tori, except for they don't believe in themselves at all. So how you doing today, Tori?
You already know, your local neighborhood scumbag, here to give the people their daily dose of dirtbag with a side of cheer. We're gonna try and keep them real positive today. You already know.
Real positive vibes. No Skittles and gummy bears and none of that today.
It is positive.
Wow.
What is more positive than the art of intercourse? Let me ask you that. Well, Alpha, what's more happy making than that?
For me, it's basketball. I don't know about them boys. Hey, look, ask my boy Trevor, brother. Ask him. If a girl say, "Hey, come over to the crib, we about to get in five," we're like, "Shoot, man, look, I gotta go and hoop real quick." I'm about to go and hoop. You know what I'm talking about?
He'll slide it on, but like, y'all nigga, I'm finna go slap this real quick, and I'm catch y'all on the flip side. It's all love.
Some came up.
I'm dropping pin.
I'll be back.
So y'all know where I'm at.
Hey, can you get
I'll be a little late,
Can you give me the 11
I get the
o'clock?
first quarter out the way. I'll be there by halftime.
We don't get this big lead, and then I'm coming over. You know what I mean? Just let me.
At least can we get the lead first?
I make them wait till they can't hit me up mid D&D session. No, if I'm playing D&D, you gotta wait till the session's over. I hate to say it. That's just.
Hey, Wes, you got the towel and the little water in the back, and then you got the spray.
Look, I need that Space Jam water, baby. Need that Space Jam water. Going down.
So if y'all ain't got what the crux of this show is, being positive and having encouragement during this time, because we know what to happen. We know all the things that's going on in the world.
Energy in the world right now.
We had people in Buffalo being racist. No, it's not. You don't have to guess what the meaning of it is. He's racist. We have people shooting up schools because of, I have no clue. We have
21 people, man.
Yeah, we have Jason Whitlock saying dumb things. Like, I don't know what's going on in the world. The world is wild, but we're gonna tell you how we stay positive, how we be encouraged, and how we get through some things. Because we all mess up, we all have lows, we all have all kind of issues that we go through, and things that we do to keep positive. Some of you probably need motivation. Some of you like, yo, I want to get out and I want to do something, but I'm scared. Some of you are just sad because of the word, and I understand all that. So we're gonna try to bring a little positivity to you, and we're gonna talk a little bit. I know my boy been through some things, so we're gonna talk to my boy, kid creative player. How do you stay positive in all this age and all the things we go through in your personal life and through all the things going on outside?
Bro, look, for me lately, it's been tough, man. I went through a tough one these last couple months, man. But to help me out, I think I reached out and tried therapy, bro. And it was good for me, bro. it was something that worked for me. It's been
Always
helping.
here for that.
Yeah, bro, therapy has been good. I also, been sticking with praying and letting God carry what I can't control, and me just carry what I can control. And that's also been working for me too. But I'm also trying to be understanding of situations and environments and people's environments and how they've been raised and how things are going with them. So just also trying to be understanding and not just place who I am and what I believe on everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Just try to be understanding if everybody else, is not aligned with what I'm aligned with, then I just have to separate myself. And I just can't force people to be the way I want them to be. Just have to stay in your realm and try to do what you know, what your goals and stay on your goals and stay on your track. And, a lot of this stuff can keep you distracted, bro. So, you got to calm your brain. And as long as you calm, you're able to stay within your realm and stay focused. That way you're not distracted. But there's a lot of things that can distract you in this world these days, man, for real.
That is true.
Including the booty. Including the booty, my boy.
Yeah, that guy that get you in trouble. That get you distracted. That get you off kilter. And it's as Kid Creator.
Sometimes that's what you need, though. Sometimes you need the distraction.
You need the booty.
But y'all know, as Wes, aka KCP, y'all said the bottom. He said sometimes to be happy, you need that circle. You know what I mean? You need that circle around you, and that circle around you is who you need to focus on. Focus on that person. Oh, that person ain't doing what I want. She ain't doing what I want. He ain't doing what I want. My friend ain't doing what they supposed to do. So I gotta worry about this. You know how y'all ever got an Oculus and it make you do your guardian boundary? I don't know if y'all have been on Oculus. That's what I need. I'm on my guardian boundary right now. Yeah, no, y'all ain't allowed in here. I need to work on this first. I feel what Kid Curl Plan is saying. Tori, how do you stay positive? I know one way. I see you working on it a minute ago.
Hey, that's another reason I forgot. That's one of them I forgot.
We're gonna keep it. Weed and coffee are two ways that I stay positive every day. These things right here. And if you watch the show at any point in time, I still see my therapist once a week, every week. I don't miss days. Me and her in tight. Y'all already know.
So tell me this, brother. How your therapist work for you? How does she bring you in and give you advice to keep you positive and calm?
Well, see, that's the beautiful thing, because with my therapist, I've been in therapy with this specific therapist. It's since right before COVID started. So we're coming up on three years now that I've been there, and it's just once you get like with my therapist, I'm straight up, like, it's just you for real don't worry about the judgment. Like you can like, if I was in the mosh pit and I did a bump off of some random freaking person's Bowie knife the night before, and then I ended up freaking get stumped out, I'm gonna tell her that. If it was something,
if I get stumped out, I got stumped out.
If it was, but no, it's just if we had a big talk about with what happened in Buffalo and what happened in Texas, just talking about the amount of evil or you can't attribute to mental health, because I know that's what we love to do in this day and age. Any problem somebody's got, it's a mental health issue, and a lot of times it is. But like when you see stuff like that, it just sort of it makes it hard for you to want to give somebody even a portion of because I always believe I try to give everybody the chance. You know what I mean? I don't want to see the bad in anybody off rip, but there's certain stuff that just, man, you can't. After you do something along those lines, how do you worry about somebody's background or what they went through or this or that? Does that even really matter after something like that? But that's off track, like I said. But that's what I love about my therapist, is that I can go completely off the rails and freaking she'll bring it back in and be like, all right, now this is where we can focus. This is where you're, and it just, it makes stuff so much easier. Because otherwise, who knows what could be going on?
Yeah.
Nothing that we be wanting to talk about on YouTube, I promise.
I feel the same way, bro, because like my therapist,
It's worth the money.
yeah, she makes me feel comfortable to talk about anything and not be judged.
Exactly.
Like I come in, I tell her anything, and I, you know, having a therapist, you looking at their face trying to see if like they judging you, and it's like,
But
okay,
you can't gauge. You don't get a read. You
don't
can
get a
try,
read.
but you ain't gonna.
Yeah,
They really don't care. It's really, and it's not like a don't care. It's a clinical thing. You know what I mean? Like they just
engaging and trying to understand and listen at the same time, and that's all I be wanting with a person like me who understands people. You know, I take time to listen and look at their face and see how they feel when they saying certain things, so I can see if how much it means to them and what it means to them. Like, and usually I don't get that from a lot of people.
It's important to try and get a baseline read on people, but it's hard in this day and age.
Oh yeah. So I think it is important, you know, especially for us black men for sure, to have like a therapist, you know, because we most definitely can't give our thoughts to people without being judged. You know, men, you know, in general can't really tell people our thoughts without being judged because we gotta shut up. You know what I'm saying? Like we just gotta take whatever's happening and just deal with it. You know, we can't get this stuff off our chest. You know, we have to go and like play sports or work out or smoke or drink something to be able to get all this stuff off our chest. When really we need to be talking to somebody who can bounce ideas off of us and give us understanding of what's going on in our brains. Also at the same time and say, well, okay, it sounds like you're saying this, you know, it sounds like this is what you're feeling. Is this what you're feeling from what the information that you're giving me? You know, okay, so how do you feel about that information that you giving me right now? What is it bringing to you? You know, she opened up a lot for me. My therapist opened up a lot for me of my childhood, and you know, she even helped me understand there's two sides.
Get a lot of trauma off your shoulders that way.
That I ain't even know. She helped me understand there's two sides of me that I don't even know. Like I got a side to me that, you know, I refer to as neat, which is my softer side and the more humble and caring side of me. And I got the west side who just the grinder, always willing to get to it. Let's go to work. Let's do this. We need to do this. We need to do that. Let's get it. You know, I'm always bearing down, putting pressure on myself. And sometimes that, you know, I put too much pressure on myself and I stress myself out, which drains me. And she helped me understand, like, hey, you need to know when West is here and when Neek is here, and how to be able to balance both of them so, you know, you're able to stay in a positive state of mind.
Always got to find the balance.
You got to find the balance. And I'm glad I have, you know, took the time to even think about getting a therapist, because a lot of people look at therapy and be like, man, you crazy. Hey, no, I ain't get no therapist. And I used to think that as a young kid too, but
that's just because they've never done it. It's really it's a freeing experience because you don't realize what it's really like to not be judged by somebody when you tell them the wildest parts of your life. Yes. And they're just like, well, this might be why this happened.
Yeah, bro. And like I was in a vulnerable state where so much was going on with me, bro, and I didn't know what to do. I just needed to talk to somebody. You know, I tried talking to Joe, but you know, everybody can't understand. You know, it's not his job to be able to, you know, tell me what to do. He might not know what can help me. You know what I'm saying? But the best
you gotta get a PhD for that stuff for a reason.
Trevor will be here, give me the best advice that he can give me. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I gotta be able to spill it out that where I can't. My stuff that I go down with and happen with me, it'll drain Trevor if I put it all on him. You know, and I can't, you know, put that on him. He got his own problem. You know. So I go to somebody, you know, who's actually professional, you know, who have to get paid to do this, you know. I think that's, you know, a great idea. So
that's the one bill I always make sure it's paid on time, yo.
For sure.
My therapist, hey, I ain't even gonna stunt. Therapist, one of the only ones that actually gets a direct deposit, just because I know I'm gonna need that once a week regardless.
Hey, look, you know what, bro? I sleep on to smoke a blunt with my therapist. Smoke a blunt with my therapist.
I'm just saying.
We're gonna talk. Hit the gas.
My therapist knows I come in there. She preferred me not to come in baked, but she knows regardless. Like I said, I ain't never been good at lying, so I ain't finna.
Me neither, bro.
I ain't finna lie to somebody I'm paying to keep it real. Nope. If I did some wild stuff that is weighing heavy on me, you finna hear about it, woman. That's what you pay. That's what I'm paying you for. You finna hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I ain't go. There have been many times I woke up the night after and been like, "You are a foul brother." Good thing I got a therapy appointment today.
Yo, let's get Monterey here.
Some people got church. I got therapy. I ain't never been all extra religious, but therapy's always been there for me since I was a small child on up. I mean,
let's get Monterey here. But update to the channel, though. Update to the channel. I know y'all noticed it with no top 5. Just a fan came out Friday. We're gonna take it a little slower for the next few weeks. We're gonna do some shorter videos. I got a TikTok compilation of Kid Credit Player gonna be up on over on that ENT content channel next week. We are, by the way, people like, is that legal? Kid over on that Media LLC is in Denver. So it is legal.
Yeah.
So if anybody asking, is that what he put on?
Money, boy.
So if
Get
anyone
some
asking,
money.
yeah. Zell Theory will be on next week, and I actually have a school psychologist. My brother will be on. He is also, for people that like, what is he qualified? He is the president of the Mississippi School Psychologists. He is nationally noted. He is supposed to speak in D.C. about these things and about the mental health of kids. So he is actually, so I'm gonna try to beat them to get him on to speak. So hopefully that'll be next week that we get that on. But you actually hear a real school psychologist who deal with those problems and have to talk to the kids
instead of a bunch of patients.
Yeah. And he legit.
Yeah, so
that's what that means.
Somebody, oh, you getting your brother on? What did he know? Well, he's actually
legit.
Yeah, he in D.C. talking to Congress about school psychology, and he had incidents just similar to what happened when one of the kids said they had a hit list of kids they want to shoot and stuff like that. He dealt with those kids in Moss Point, Mississippi, so he had to deal with that. He got a new job now, so
I ain't strong.
Yeah, so he has to deal with that. So if anybody has qualifications when he on, y'all know I'm gonna go over them again. So people will ask like, "Oh, you got your brother on?" Yeah, my brother.
You know how they go.
He legit.
Like my brother is an accredited source. Check the link.
Yeah.
It's in the description.
Google him. Google him. How about that?
It'll be a good switch, man.
Yeah, you'll see
from scumbag to PhD. Y'all finna get both sides of the spectrum for real.
Yeah, he got his.
You see everything on this channel. Sometimes you see scumbags. Sometimes you see goddamn psychologists. They'll make bringing you variety.
For sure.
That's what we gonna get, and we probably gonna have a lot more different people. Monte, let's get Monte. How do you stay encouraged?
Man, I'm gonna be real. It's a few things. One,
he be crushing people's dreams, y'all.
Nah,
that's what Monte does to.
Nah, but you gotta find your peace, man. You gotta find your peace. You have to find something to do for your release. You know, if we got Toro over here, you know, he showed you things he do, but find something that is not dangerous or impactful to your health. Like, don't just go out here on the drinking binge. But find some reason to be happy about your life. Find something that you like doing. So what we would do, especially as men, we'll get in that cycle of work, eat, home, sleep, work, eat, home, sleep. Before you realize in a month that went by and you ain't realize you ain't did nothing with your life, you ain't enjoyed nothing. Like, bro, you gotta find some outlet, some way to enjoy your life, whether it's a hobby you got, whether it's something you like doing, whether it's something you like reading, something you like watching. Find something that you do that can just be relaxing to you, that can be your outlet. So like you get pissed, like me, I done a few things. I don't mind dancing a couple times. I go to some dance classes. I done sat down and wrote.
See, I thought you were gonna say some freaky stuff, Monte. And you went super
sat down and wrote some few
y'all know what he really meant by dancing.
No, like just actual
wine.
We'll keep
Monte be taking them to Jamaica. Y'all better quit playing.
For another video.
He got his knees on women's backs. I know what's going on.
We'll find it on another video. We won't worry about it. But like you gotta find some outlet. Otherwise,
he's coming to get top 0.01% OnlyFans. Watch out for Monte.
Life will keep going, bro. You'll just be in a cycle. You'll be wondering what happened to your life. You'll be wondering why like 2-3 years went by on this job and you ain't did nothing with it. You'll be like you don't realize like life will pass you by. And like we always say as men, we don't even get an outlet to just be like talking to somebody. So the people that you keep around you is even more important because they're gonna be the ones who get you. Like whether it be your therapist, whether it be your spouse, whether it be your parents, your family, friends, find some people that, because birds of a feather flock together. Like you gonna attract whatever it is you putting out to people. So you gotta find people that's gonna sharpen your iron, that's gonna keep you straight and hold you accountable. Find some good people, because there are good people in the world, regardless of how you live. And then other thing,
find people you can play Dungeons and Dragons with. Those are people you can really grow with. If you can deal with them in a 6 hours at a time.
That's true. Be yourself with. Yep.
Because like the thing I learned that's hard is like the person that you are when you by yourself at home, that's the real you. So if you can find people that you can be that version of around, you good. You can find people that you can be yourself at home. Because I promise you, a lot of people, how they are at home, they are not around other people. So if you can find some people you can be around when you at home, like when you come in at home all day, you got people that can just come in your house at that moment and you ain't got to change up nothing. You got how you are and how you are. Those are the people that you are close to. Those are the people that you can show yourself to. Find them people and then make sure them people are like, hey, bro, make sure you good, you straight. Everything on your mind, you need an outlet. Find you some good people. I understand it. And then
also find people that'll tell you when you're wrong.
That's the big one.
Don't get a bunch of. That's why all my friends that I have, the people I play Dungeons and Dragons with a couple of times a week, we've been friends for 15 plus years at this point. Like been kicking it for years, and they'll tell me when they're like. Sometimes I'm a little bit too scummy. I'm a scumbag for a reason, people. And sometimes you got to be told when you're being a little too scummy, and it's good to have that.
You a whole Kanye out here, boy?
Hey, Kanye.
You a whole Kanye?
I mean, your real friends are gonna hold you accountable.
Quite.
Real friends ain't be afraid to tell you wrong.
I may dibble and dabble in some toxicology reports, but I'm not a full-on poison master. It's a subclass. I got a poison master subclass, y'all. Just in case. Sometimes you gotta be a little toxic.
The only other thing I say is you gotta make sure to hold off on how much you taking in from social media and the media in general. Because the world and social media will make it look like the world is like the worst place in existence.
Go to Twitter right now and the world is on fire, I promise.
You have to make sure that what you are taking in, whether it be from TV, your phone, Facebook, Instagram, media, Twitter, make sure that you got some positivity coming in there. Because I promise you look on social media, on just regular sites for the last week, it'll make you think like the world was coming to an end. It'll make you look like you gonna walk outside.
And to make a point to what you saying, bro, like every time I look on social media, it's another rapper going to jail. Somebody else, a mass shooting. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. It's like, God dang, bro. Like, ain't nothing good happening.
And Amber Heard is funny. And as far as the rappers, I mean, I hate to put it like this, but I'd rather see them going to jail than dying. Because
I'd rather see them go to jail.
I'm gonna just keep it, because so many amazing rappers have died the past few years, and it's just been like.
And you know what, bro? Let's be honest, that's kind of crazy that you say that.
So hopefully they beat these charges. We don't want 1A in chains. I'm trying to see that brother out in some more crazy Birkenstocks.
That's crazy to say that we rather see him in jail, but it's like that's what we left to now, bro.
At least you're alive there.
Yes,
like that's my main thing, bro. I'm here for the preservation of life. People forget sometimes life is finite, bro.
Maybe you might find a better version of themselves while being, locked in between them walls.
The beautiful thing is at least if you get in trouble when you're like them, YSL got money. Let's quit playing. Young Thug got racks on racks on racks on racks. Like them lawyers is well paid. So
Monte, what you were saying, Monte?
You gotta watch how much you take in, bro. Like, I'll say, man, like please don't go all the way to the news or whatever, just because you end up letting
stay away
stuff
from
CNN.
CNN.
You can't affect. Like the most important thing is gonna be to your life is the stuff that you can affect in your circle, in your field of vision. You can be updated on the world. That's one thing. But if you let the world constantly affect you, especially with things that you can't control necessarily, you will always be depressed. Like a lot of stuff that happen in the world, you can't control it. Like if it's stuff that you can control, like even with the recent shootings and some stuff like that, if we can get to the point to where like we can come together and like make some votes on some gun laws and some things to help control that is a wonderful step to take. But to constantly keep on taking that in and then just let that depress you so much, it's gonna lead you to
Yeah.
just having a depression over something that's hard for you to control. And I want you to have more outlook on your life than just taking in all the negativity of the world. The world is not all bad. It's just every news media is gonna take in the most important news it's gonna get you to look at.
That's one of the first things my therapist told me, is that you can't expend a whole bunch of energy worrying about stuff you can't control.
Because a lot of times what's going to end up happening, you get numb to it. And you keep on taking so much of this stuff happening. Like anybody that's from the hood, and I don't even speak about hood, like I know anybody that's from the hood, you end up seeing and hearing so much happening, you get numb to it.
Yep. That's how they feel.
I saw my first drive-by when I was like 8 years old, bro.
And I hate that. Once your emotions get to the point you get numb to tragedy, you're not in a good spot. You're not in a good spot. I've been at that spot where you get numb to tragedy.
Yeah.
Don't do that. So monitor what you're taking in. Please monitor what you're taking in.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, bro. Like for sure, you got to monitor what you're taking in. That's definitely one of the big 4 pieces. Monitor what you're taking in. Also, be around people who gonna tell you when you're wrong, because that's the biggest problem in the world today. It's so many people not telling other people when they wrong, bro. Like, bro, tell your friend that he wrong when he doing it, or else he gonna keep doing it thinking he right. And then when somebody jump on his ass or something, or he go to jail, then he gonna be like, what I do? But it's your fault, because you didn't tell him when he was wrong. So many times when he kept doing that crap, now he think he right, and he going to jail for something, or he done got beat up or got shot, because he kept poking at somebody or doing something. Just like with the people treating the people wrong with the mass shootings. Like, bro, it's so crazy, bro. Like, somebody got to step up and tell people when they wrong, bro. Just so many times stuff boil over. So many times, so much boil over. Because I've been mad so many times. Trevor done seen me. I'm one of the nicest people. But when people poke at me, keep poking, I become a whole different person. You Trevor know when I become that person, I can't turn it off. I can't turn it off, because it's gonna take a lot for me to turn it off, bro. Because
that's what therapy gave me, though. Gave me the ability to flip that switch. Cause see, I used to be now I can flip the switch. I can be as chill as laid back, but if you want to take it to that next level, I'm more than ready. And luckily, like I say in almost every episode, I live in Indiana. Guns are extremely legal, and all of mine are too. Everything is registered, accounted for. I keep my I keep my concealed carry permit in my wallet. I do have handgun owner's insurance. It is an important thing to have.
You know what's crazy though? It's like, with you having a gun, you more liable to get shot or shoot somebody. But it's like, it's hard to be here without one. For example, the mass shooting. The mass shooting, like, bro, like, that can happen anywhere. And you don't have something to protect yourself. And then it's not, now somebody else might die because everybody don't have something to protect themselves. So it's really like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. So
I just advise, if you do it the legal way, people. But that don't even really, because there's got to be some, but that just goes into your own personal well-being, which you can equate to your happiness overall.
Yep.
Look at Tor getting media trained to try to turn it around to the other side.
You see, I swear, I'll be swerving them back in. Y'all missed my segue on the beginning of the. Y'all wait for just a fan. I had the sweet segue set up for goddamn Gore the God Butcher, and these niggas almost missed the play. They were like, I was like, what are you saying? And then I was like, but look, and I'm trying, y'all. We're trying to be a slightly more polished scumbag. Still a scumbag, guy. Don't get it twisted.
A little more polished.
So Trevor, tell me, bro, what's your ideas on keeping positive in this world today? As so much is going on, so many distractions are coming up.
Mine is relatively simple. I stay in my lane.
Let's go.
There we go. In the right ear, you hear somebody gossip. Ain't my business. Left ear, hear somebody gossip. Ain't my business.
Ain't my business.
You hear something going
That
on?
boy preach.
You go out there and look at Jada and Will. I can talk about the show. Ain't my business.
That boy preaching.
Hey, if like I said earlier, you make the little boundary line. This is my business. What happened in this house is my business. What happened when I go to the doctor, whatever, that's my business. And I always, West know that's how I always been.
How we always been. I always tell you, hey, bro, that ain't us, bro. Let's stay in LA. Let's stay over here.
I'm gonna tell this story from my flag football team. My sophomore year, West remember this. I went up and I sat there and told. We had a football team. We had 2 guys on the team. They wanted I ain't gonna say their name, but they wanted a guy named Rod on the team. And I said, if y'all have drama, what I say with it ain't my business.
I ain't in there. What he said?
It ain't my business. Y'all know how y'all know and Monte done told y'all on the show. Rod say how he feel. West know he always say how he feel. And it will start drama. And
we'll start some drama.
And shout out to, I love all them guys. Shout out to them.
My dog.
Yeah,
man.
but he gonna start.
Real friends fight.
Yeah, he gonna start. Y'all personalities don't match. Y'all gonna start something. I can deal with both of y'all. It don't matter to me, but I know y'all gonna argue. So it's none of my business. When that drama happened, it's none of my business.
And guess what they did?
Drama.
Tried to bring Trevor right in the middle.
I'm like, they're like, what you gonna do about this?
Trevor.
What you gonna do about this? You the captain. I'm like,
Trevor got it.
I told y'all when you started.
I ain't in there.
It ain't my business. Y'all,
He's like, did y'all not read the waiver?
Look, he's like, I ain't in there.
I said, if y'all want him,
I put out a disclaimer before we started.
All kind of rumors swirling around. Everybody asked me questions.
Bro.
It ain't my business. West know it.
Bro, a whole day of just everybody walk. Trevor, you said that he could play. Trevor, you said I can't play. Trevor, you coming to the meeting? Trevor, like, West, man, you gotta come with me to the meeting. They gonna try to blame me.
Don't do that. I said I ain't going to this meeting. And you said, yes, go to
he
it.
did say he wasn't going. He did say he wasn't going. We was at lunch.
Yeah.
He said he wasn't going. And I was like,
let's go.
I think Grady said, Trevor, you gotta go. Because if you don't go, then they gonna be trying to say you did all this. And then I was like, well, shit, I wasn't gonna go either. Because I don't think it was my team. No, but I was like, man, I'm gonna just go anyway because this gonna be funny. It's gonna be
Weston instigated. He cut the lights off. Everybody scared.
That was Grady, bro. Grady cut the lights off. I was in there throwing chairs.
It was hilarious. I think I played.
Everybody was scared. They thought they were fighting in there.
I played. It was Grady. I played Whip That Trick. And West threw a chair and people started hiding on the floor.
They thought they were fighting. I was like, bro, ain't nobody doing that. Y'all scary.
West threw a chair and everybody thought he just attacked somebody. And it was the strangest thing I ever seen. And the whole time I'm sitting in the chair like, this ain't my business.
Ain't really nothing you can say about this.
I done told y'all it's gonna happen. It ain't my business. And
I was up in there messing with
him. See, I was the brother that got stuck in juvenile detention for fighting people because I just ended up taking it too far. And then they'd be like, see, look, now we have to arrest you. We can't just suspend you once.
I would have been like, come on, man. They're finna take you away now, bro. Come on, man. What you doing? Now they finna take both of us.
That's why I credit all the time I spent in juvenile detention centers to why I haven't spent so much time in jail as an adult. I got it out my system early.
You learn your lesson, see? He learned his lesson. And he's like, you know what?
You get expelled
get out of this gas and drink coffee.
Because people don't realize I still feel, because I've been to juvenile and I've been to regular jail. Juvenile is still worse because ain't no bail for juvenile detention. Ain't no video visits, bruh. Ain't none of that. So
inmates.
Ain't no commissary. You can't even. But nonetheless, don't go to jail. That won't help you in being positive.
Bro, look, I be trying to tell people out here.
Things that will take away from the positivity of today.
I be trying to tell them out here. I'm like, man, look, y'all just do dumb stuff. Like, y'all ain't got no ethics or values. Y'all talk to people any type of way. Like, bro, you come to Mississippi and say that half the crap you saying now. You gonna get jumped to sleep. Like, the reason I ain't punch you down right now is because I'm thinking I'm going to jail. I'm not finna do that. Like, bro, y'all not finna talk to me crazy, but first of all, I'm not gonna let that bothered me to the point where it's like I'm finna be punching on you. Cause that was the mindset I had coming from Mississippi. Like, hold on, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, man, I hit him in his. And then I'm like, oh, that was God teaching me right there. Like, hey, I'm teaching you how to grow, son. Look at what he doing. He don't know no better. He gonna keep doing this because he don't know no better. It's in his environment. So they think they have to do this. But you don't have to be the one who teach them a lesson. You learn your lesson, but you separate yourself from them. And I'm like, oh, okay. So that what made me more calmer and helped me grow as a person, because I moved here and I was like, I was always ready to punch on somebody. Cause like, bro, y'all crazy. What kind of who you think? Bro, you don't know me. Why you talking to me like that? Like, what's wrong with you?
Same thing I learned when I went to New York. They bump your shoulder and they don't say excuse you. You're like, is he disrespecting me?
Yeah. Even when I'm saying, like, I'm up here saying yes, ma'am, and stuff, and people get mad at me for saying yes, ma'am. I'm up here holding doors for people. They looking at me all crazy. I'm like,
I'm always gonna be the person to throw the first punch. That's why I'm glad my friends know that about me. They know I'm that, and I. This is on the contract. I tell my homeboys, no, I reserve if it goes down, I reserve the right to punch whoever you punch. Ain't no fair fades, ain't no one-on-ones coming, ain't no one-on-ones going down. If I'm in the vicinity, it's not happening. We're packing somebody out and then we're keeping it pushing.
Bro, always starting the nigga moment every time.
Bro,
wherever you hit is over.
I'm addicted to the adrenaline, bro.
One check on fire every time.
Shoot.
Yeah,
I've been drop kicked in the face by a small Asian man on meth before, so
that's where you stop it.
I'm just keeping it real.
In the realm of positivity,
that was the funner part of my life, though. Shout out to that guy. This is the first time I ever used a wrestling move in real life.
Okay, yeah. So you got some moves.
I actually DDT'd somebody. I think I did it the right way.
He is unaware if he did it the right way. I'm pretty sure there's a film somewhere that prove or disprove.
Hey, they're probably. I was gonna say, if I go back and look through some flip phones from back in the day, there might definitely be a shoddy video on a razor somewhere of that happening.
Man, look, you need to get that video and set it right next to the side of somebody else doing it off the turnpipes and see if you get it right. Off the turnpipes.
I had my backyard wrestling phase. I've had guitars broken over my head. I have jumped off roofs through tables.
Yep, that's why
I had that. I had that whole phase. It was thank goodness I had insurance as a kid.
Yep, I can't hang with you because you done had enough. Me and Trevor and my we ain't been there. My time, you ain't did none of that. So I know he got more. He got more left in him because he alive.
I learned the hard way that they use fake guitars in wrestling. Because see, I had a real guitar broken over my head. So I think
that's even worse.
Yeah, you had a real one. I knew I saw Jeff Jarrett's guitar.
It cut the back of my head and it didn't break right and everything. And then I had to
being around guitar when I was small. I knew guitar don't explode when they hit your head. They just sit down.
Yeah, bro. See, I learned the hard way by taking one to the back of the head.
I'm like
going to sleep.
And literally in a backyard ring, like that we had said it was.
Tor.
I had an amazing time though.
One question, Tor. Did you win the match?
I did win the match. I did.
Man,
with the ugliest, most dangerous German suplex that has probably ever been done, bro. I thought I literally just murdered one of my best friends. I was like, oh my goodness. But there was like 10 people from school in the backyard watching us, so I had to cover him, and we had to keep it moving after that. Shout out to my boy Brian. He took it like a G.
That even sound crazy. Like I don't even never want to see that. Wait,
it was bad, bro. It was literally a bunch of teenagers that were mutilating themselves with thumbtacks and staplers. Like we were the bad kind of. Bro,
I've
had multiple random things stapled to my forehead.
We just jumped on the reason did rock bottoms on trampoline, dog.
Yeah, we just did the rock bottom, dog. We did Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I done had some sharpshooters put on me.
Everybody's parent was a carpenter, and everybody had 2x4s and freaking.
Goddamn, boy, you like these folks out in Colorado. The weed ain't enough. We got to take it further. Shoot.
That's the thing. But that really did take it further. That's how you end up doing key bumps in the mosh pit, bro. I'm telling you.
He ain't had enough.
You do. America, watch the drugs you do, people. People watch the drugs
Hey,
you do.
that's one thing. Hey, all of my illicit substance intake is well monitored and documented.
Well,
I got an event calendar in my phone and everything.
we do not support here at Overall 99 Media. The two owners do not support the use of illegal substances. Marijuana is legal in Denver. But
it's legal in over 50% of the states.
But we do not support any illegal substances mentioned.
Yeah.
We can't do that. I'm sorry, guys.
Let's tell them you the owner.
We can't support any illegal substances. I'm sorry. But you can use thumbtacks and 2x4s in the back of your yard and do a goddamn German suplex.
Hey, I've done way more than German suplexes.
Hey, bro, look. I'm scared of that. It's German.
I ain't gonna lie.
There's a reason I had to have rotator cuff surgeries aside from getting hit by a car. But still, I did get hit by. I was on a bicycle.
Boy, you sound like he boy.
I did get hit. I got hit by a car. I was riding my bike.
At least you was on a bike though. Was it on the side?
It was worse because I went over the top of the car, but I held on to the bike, so it went with me over the top of the car.
Yo, Keelan got hit at night though. And by himself on the road.
I didn't even go to the hospital immediately afterwards. I didn't go to the hospital till like 2 days later because I was like, I survived. The worst thing was there was a teacher from my school that saw it happen, and he just got out of his car and was like, "What are you doing, Ramsey? It was a red light. It was a red light." I was like, dang. I was like, my brakes didn't work. But yeah, I'm okay. He didn't even ask if I was okay.
He didn't even ask if you was all right.
Nothing.
What are you doing,
Mr. Moon, shout out to Mr. Moon. He was an angry old black man that did not care. He was like, that was a red light. Why didn't you stop? Well, I tried to. My brakes didn't work.
All right, shout out. Why did you stop? That's how this is. It's like it's probably gonna be on the front of the thing when we do the intro. It's gonna be like, why didn't you stop, Ramsey? It's gonna be on the thing we do now.
I'll never forget that because he clean got out of his car and everything. Why? And Mr. Moon, he for real, he's an old black dude that looks like a bulldog. I'm gonna keep it for real. He's an old nigga that look like a bulldog.
Why didn't you
got the droopy eyes and everything.
We're gonna end it on this, but we gotta
there we go. That's how you stay positive, people.
I'll tell you question. How do you we say it like it's easy, right? We say it like it's this easy thing to do to just stay away from the internet, to stay away from all the negativity. I've been doing it since I was a child, so it's a little easier for me. But somebody who's been in the T channels, following the DJ academics, the no jumpers, the shade rooms. How did
shout out Adam 22?
Justin LeBoy.
Yeah. How do I break myself from being grown into
Justin
this
LA
internet
boy
to all of a sudden trying to weed myself out? How have you found a way to do it, or any advice that you might give someone who is trying to weed themselves off?
Life Coach Monte inbound, people.
Oh, brother, like you fast from it, like the same way that you started
look at him, doing this. My nigga said you got to take Ramadan from social media. It's lit.
I mean, you do. Like I've even had one without taking a week off social media before.
I'm
like
with
you just. You the way you start a habit is the way you break one. Like just slow and steady. Like you constantly do it.
It's kind of hard for me, Monte, because like I be making money off of social media. So like I'm really on there just to look at, what type of videos I can create to make people stay engaged with my page that's gonna keep me getting more money. So it's like, dang, well, I really need to get off this stuff. But I be trying to figure out ways.
I'm just doing toxic conspiracy theorist stuff on the internet.
Yeah, I get it when it comes to Wes, it's hard for him to stick from it. It's just you have to monitor what you watching. I would almost say like
following people, huh?
Boy, you gotta do a social media cleanse every so often. Go clean your friends list, clean the followers list. Like, okay, this ain't good.
I
This
just
ain't good.
suggested that to
good.
Wes Monte. I actually said, Wes, you gotta stop following. Wes called me. This is what he do. He called me like, these women saying this about men and all that. I'm like, bro, unfollow. What if
I said, bro, I don't follow a lot of them, but golly, it's still on Twitter. It's
just
crazy.
don't unfollow them, bro. That's
Sometimes you gotta change it. Because I be scumbag and I'm just out here to entertain the arguments and then gaslight them into their worst selves so I can show them later.
And I'm not trying to tell y'all, to just ignore somebody disagree with you. I'm just saying for your mental well-being, for you not to be angry, upset.
Block out the negativity.
Unfollow anybody that's negative. Unfollow Shade Room, DJ Academics, anything negative. Unfollow. Back to Monte. What you said.
Follow us. We're way more positive. We're not going to give you all that negativity.
People who don't have like a business need for social media, start a day or two. Be like, okay, all day today I'm just gonna stay out of Facebook. All day today I'm gonna stay out of Instagram. All day today I'm gonna stay out of TikTok. Start there and find you another habit that you enjoy doing. Like find you something else that you like doing. Like you like reading. Okay, today I'm gonna read a book and I'm gonna stay out social media all day. Like find something to replace said habit, and then you just do that for longer periods of time. It sounds easier than do. I know that, but you just how you gotta start. It's gonna be hard, but like that first day you try to stay off of Twitter, I know you're gonna want to go in there and see the tea leaves. I understand you're gonna want to do it, but you gotta find something else to replace that. And after you do it for that first day or two, you can be like, man, I feel so much better. Because I was just diving into these other people's lives, and it just
unless something mad crazy happens, and then you feel out of the loop. Because I done took breaks before, and then something super wild happens, and I'd be like, I'm kind of sad I wasn't here for the.
That's the chance.
I could have got off something sweet.
That's actually a psychologist term for that. It's called like missing out. If people have
it's FOMO for real.
I don't know what's it really called. I had it in my. I was teaching these kids about.
Bro, you know what, Trevor? You know what?
I've just always called it FOMO.
That started from birth, you know, because it's like babies will be tired but won't go to sleep because they feel like they're going to miss out.
My mom said I ain't never had that problem. Again, I don't want to sound like I'm perfect in this way, but West, I want to stay away from drama no matter what. I will go to sleep.
I was a horrible kid. See, I was setting dumpsters on fire, costing my parents hundreds of dollars and freaking damages and stuff. I was a horrible child. Shout out to my parents though for not like sending me off to boarding school or nothing crazy.
But yeah, like
we're missing out though. The only thing I say is the most important news is gonna always find you anyway. So I wouldn't ever worry about missing out.
That's
like
true.
If World War III breaks out, you gonna find out what somebody
called FOMO, by the way. It's called FOMO.
So
that's what I said.
So you'll find out regardless. So I would not, that's just a mentality.
I literally said FOMO.
You want to get on TV. But business wise, you narrow down what sites do you really need for business and which ones are for pleasure. And the ones you don't need for business, like, all right, let me cleanse those and take a break off of those. The ones you need for business, time yourself. Just be like, okay, I'm only giving myself an hour on this site to handle my business. After the hour, no more for the day. Time yourself how long you want to. And that's
so this is what they should do when they're frustrated arguing on TikTok with Monte. Sometimes y'all gotta step away. Once you get too frustrated with Monte on TikTok after he done bad talked your favorite anime, you gotta step away for a little bit. You can't let him listen. As someone who has argued about anime with Monte many a times, sometimes you just gotta step away from it.
Also comparing yourself to other people. Don't.
That's one.
Like
and don't be a one-upper.
Oh my God, this person was 25 my friend was 25 when he got married. So
like they always worried about what somebody else doing. Like you can't live your life like that.
That person was rich by the time they was 30. So
bro, we trying to get this what we got going on popping out. We ain't worried about what nobody else doing.
Listen, if I get enough wealth enough to create generational wealth at 40. I did a lot more than 99%.
I did what I was supposed to do.
Hey, if I hit the lottery at 62, it's still going down.
There's 21-year-olds that got rich and are broke now. So what does that mean?
Yeah, people that win the lottery all the time and they be broke within a year.
Yeah, so
see, I feel like
they don't know what to do.
Yeah,
I feel
even though I can't lie, we all know if I ever hit the lottery, I'll give the channel exclusive rights to the vlog that's filmed of the first day of me winning the lottery, and y'all can do all the blurring and censoring, but it'll go up.
Like, what happened to him? Oh, he still stay over there. Go holler at him. He got that bread.
Because I ain't leaving. That's one thing I've always said. I ever hit the lottery, I'm staying in the same city I'm from. I'm just going. I might be one. I might go back and buy the hood for real though, just so I can kick it there.
Yeah.
With that. Hey, Trevor. Hey, for me, from my personal opinion, I feel like it's better to go through life first before you get the money. That way you have more understanding and more experience of life and how to handle things once you get the money. It creates problems when people get money at such an early age and a young age, because you remember how we was when we were young.
I'd have been acting
we would just
fool
do
at
stupid
21
stuff.
if I got rich.
Yeah, bro, we were doing stupid stuff, and we didn't even have money, bro. We didn't even have money, and we were still doing stupid stuff, bro. Like our brother Deontay. Oh, bro, Deontay used to do. Oh, bro.
Shout out to Smiley. He had to deal with our stupid stuff because he almost went to jail 3
But that's the thing. You can be way more reckless when you're broke because you ain't got nothing to lose.
Bro,
shout out to the girl.
Smiley used to do stupid stuff.
Yeah, Smiley got blamed for half the stuff we did, and they almost went to jail for it because they just looking for random.
Sonny used to say crazy, but just imagine Sonny with a whole bunch of money, right? When we was young.
Oh, no.
You would have never been able to believe nothing Sonny was saying. Hey, yeah, man, I went to Japan yesterday. What, Sonny? Bro, I seen you yesterday.
I love Sonny, bro, but I be on Sonny Nick.
That's my brother.
I be on Sonny Nick, bro.
Trevor used to be on Sonny Nick all the time. Him and Sonny used to get into it all the time because Trevor would always challenge Sonny on something he said, like, what you say? What you mean? And he'd be like, forget you, Trevor.
Yeah, that's his dumb MO. If he got the one, he's like, if he knows you're wrong, he's gonna be like,
what?
Let me explain. I always equate it back to Joe in the Iron Man situation. Joe was like, I swear Iron Man was popping. Trevor was like, nah, bro, I promise you. Nigga was D-League. I was like, and see, I was with them both for a second. I was like, they both sound right. And then Trevor was like, no, and then you know, Trevor, he was right. He was right. Iron Man was definitely
Iron Man wasn't really on top. You know,
no, not at all.
It was a lot of I heard a lot of Batman and Superman.
Hey, but Joe was swinging for the fences. He swore he was ready to go to bat. He was like, yes, he was. He was hit.
Yo, Tori, what did Joe do? He used his phone call, and the phone call worked against him.
Yeah, Joe used his one phone call, and then his one phone call agreed with Trevor. I was like, dang.
He was like, yo, he
was like, dang.
Y'all don't remember.
Joe was like, I'm hitting up the source. He was like, my uncle knows everything about these. He was like, and then his uncle was like, yep, that's right. Iron Man was weak back then. I was like, dang. I'm glad I didn't commit either way.
He was kind of, he wasn't popping, but
I went back and looked. He was boo-boo. It was horrible. He had a mullet. He had a mullet in 1993, bruh.
What?
Yeah.
He had a mullet in a really gaudy, shiny suit. It was Iron Man. Tony Stark was a horrible person. He was slapping women.
He did. That literally just made him slap a woman to get a story, just so.
Yeah, they made him put the backhand to it, and he with the ring hand. Go back and look it up, people. He hit her with his ring hand.
Tell me the truth.
They literally made him go WWE just to get popping, bro.
I think he might have had the glass of wine in his hand too, so it was extra 90s. This nigga was a woman abusing Fabio with dark hair. It was crazy.
What was it? The girl in the Eternals, or was it somebody else? I can't remember.
No, it. I want to say, man, because Stan Lee and Marvel got so into its abusing women that all the superheroes had a phase where they had all your favorite superheroes definitely have a domestic violence charge. Just so you all know.
Positivity. We do not support.
Look,
we love our women, adore our women.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
Tupac.
Segway.
This episode been amazing. Shout out to everybody.
Hopefully it lifted your guys' spirits in these horrible times we're in, kinda. It's a cruel world, but we're trying to keep it funny.
Yeah, but remember to stay positive. I know life might be hard. I know you might not be confident in yourself, but anything is possible. I got to believe. Why my little sis just came up second in the phase 1 tournament. She didn't get the million, but she was second, and she didn't believe she could. She wanted to quit so many times. My other little sis, she wanted to quit too. Everybody be wanting to quit. I be like, nah, we ain't quitting. We don't quit around here. I call you my little sis. We don't quit around here. They didn't
No
quit.
quitter.
They didn't quit. The other one, they both got their goals.
Belmay's the good kind of yes man. He's the yes man about support. He's like, yes, you can do
Oh,
this.
they know good and well I ain't gonna be completely. They know get on your neck. I know. What are you doing?
What you doing, man? Like, what you doing?
Because I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is. You want to do something, and my main thing before we get off, my main thing I want you to understand. Bring it into me. The one thing you can do to change your life is that thing you want to do. 2 words. Just start.
Yep. Because if you don't never start, you will never.
You want to lose weight?
Energy flows where attention goes.
You want to lose weight? You want to go to the gym? You like, I don't know how. Just start. I want to get closer to God. Just go start. I want to do this. Just start. I want to start a YouTube. Just start. I want to go to Twitch. Just start. I want to make my life better. Just start. I want to go to therapy. Just start.
Hey, all that stuff that me and Trevor said we want to do, all we did was start it. And then we realized a lot of stuff that we needed to do to get where we needed to be. And we surpassed so much things that we never thought we could ever do by ourselves.
I deal with NASA, dog. I ain't used it, but I did it just because I wanted to.
Like, oh, we did that.
Technically, COVID happened and something amazing couldn't use the NASA contract, but I got it because I started. I went into the camp and did it. We started. We own a business. We did it. We started a YouTube channel. We did it. West End Music. We did it. Simple.
We've been successful, bro. We've been successful in all of them. It might not be to the point where for us, but that's because we got bigger dreams of this, the things that we start. But we also got to take time to tell ourselves, like, dang, we come a long way. Because I remember when we ain't had none of this. And we ain't had nothing but just thoughts in our head.
So
ideas.
So if you're sad right now because you don't know where you're going in your life, but you want to do something, you know how to be encouraged and be positive? Let me be honest. Let me be that friend that they say that you need. That's not a yes man. Yep. Just start.
Yep.
I don't want to hear about your plans to be a photographer. Just start. Tori, what can they find you?
You already know, Afrocommie 765 on everything, all across the board. You can catch me anywhere on the internet, probably being toxic or inciting an argument somewhere, but to a positive extent. No pointless trolling, just fun.
Yep. And to Monray, he didn't know he wanted to do a TikTok. And now he popping off on TikTok. Why? Because he just started. Monray, what can they find you?
Well, the man mentioning himself. Find me on TikTok, Monray Hudson, or on Instagram. You click on the link.
How many is 10K on TikTok? 10K?
Yeah, across 10K about a few weeks ago, man. So I'm happy with that, man.
Watch, it's gonna jump further than that once people start sharing it, because they gonna be coming so passionate. They gonna be like, "Why you talking like that?"
He's just gonna keep on arguing with him. He got the gas for y'all.
Oh, I showed him how to do clips too. Now it's over. I know TikTok going crazy.
Monte got the juice. For all you to argue, I promise. Monte got the juice for you.
It really is. But otherwise, on there, you can click on the link tree on my Instagram, see all the different podcasts I'm part of. Over I-99, the Blur Cartel on Facebook. Make sure to go like and subscribe to both. Buzz, Broker Good Dudes on YouTube as well. Come get some of it, man. I talk about everything.
Yeah. Oh, the boss here, man. Boss man, what's good? Where they can find you?
Man, y'all know where to find me, boy. It's your boy Kid Cree. Kid Creative Play on all major platforms, baby.
Got music everywhere.
With the A. Don't you put E on it. PLAYA, Kid Creative Player, baby. You can find me on all your major music platforms, social media platforms, at Kid Creative Player. You know how we do. It's the Man Cave, baby. We here, locking down. Let's get it.
The Man Cave. And you know where to find me, watching Golden State and Dallas right now. And you can find me in the link tree below. All my stuff, podcasts, merch, all that. My book. Ooh, I wrote a book. Guess what? I just started. We out. Peace.